One.
What a shot. That's an absolute worldie of a shot, that is. Beautifully played, beautifully controlled. Nicely on the black. And that's how quick a frame can turn round. Tom Ford thought he played a good safety shot. Now he's going to have to sit and watch Judd putting all these balls.
9.
Well, we'll see, but it may be that actually Ford has done him a favour by making that clearance he did. It's, as I say, maybe focused his mind that he can't just coast to victory tonight. He's going to have to produce the goods himself.
60.
So another kick.
Yeah.
So this pink still goes, but that was very fortunate for Judd. You don't see many these days, but when they come along, there's still horrible moments for a snooker player. This is a tough shot. Yeah, proved to be too tough, so
Judd Trump,
that'll be
70.
Very hurtful for Judd. It wasn't really his fault. Bad contact cost him position.
One. Six.
Black only potable into the right corner at the moment. So Tom be keen to
7.
move this red away from the left corner as soon as he can. Yeah, straight away moving that red, as all good break builders do. They like the black to be available into both corners.
50.
Hasn't really got anything to do with the cue ball here, just keep good close control. Doesn't have to play any cannons unless he chooses to.
22. 23. $28.
Seems to be changing. That kick obviously has halted Trump in his tracks.
$42. 43.
Yeah, he's very good at this situation, Tom Ford, when he's in close. Got a lovely touch around the black spot. Little shots like that last black just has no problem holding the cue ball.
51. 58.
Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, you see 42 ahead, so I'll be looking for another red after this one, just to really
59.
secure the frame and stop Judd coming back to the table. But it's good stuff from Tom. Well and truly back in this match now.
$65. Tom Ford.
It's all very
65.
risky, that was, because if
And the
that
frame.
finger gone in, I think Trump definitely would have played on, but as it is, he stays in his seat. The kick was a big moment, and Ford did the business with that 65 to level at 2-2.
$41. 42.
I think in this situation where the reds are spread one end of the table to the other, I think Judd is the best in the business. Oh, and I've absolutely put the jinx
42.
on him there. He was going along so nicely. He looked like he got himself out of the woods a couple of times. And then he's missed the green off the spot. Wasn't expecting that at all. So obviously a bit of tension out there. He knows this is a big frame.
1.
Well, again, a significant moment, because this time it was human error that led Trump to break down.
7.
Can Ford really punish him here?
8. 60. 19. 20.
Well, the key to this frame is going to be the two reds on the left-hand side cushion. They're not too difficult to get at from the ball colour, brown or yellow. Tom would ideally have liked to have left them till a bit later on. He's gone straight at them.
Tom for 20.
And he's done what so many snooker players do, concentrating on the cannon, took their eye off the pot. Cardinal sin for a snooker player.
One.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad thing to happen at any time, that, but particularly when the momentum is going his way, he's got Trump under it. Trump's potted a good red there, and now he's favoured again.
Five.
Just wriggled in. He wasn't really ideal on it, but he's potted it. Completely lost his way here, has overdone it. Can still pot the red, but it's tougher than it should have been.
Good Trump. 8.
I just wonder if Tom be tempted to play the slow drag here, leave the cue ball behind the blue. It's risky. Has he got it? I don't think he's got. Okay, just get to the edge of the right-hand side of that red. Both players have had chances. Good chances. Judd's going to need the brown to come to his rescue here. Played that nicely, actually. It was a good shot. Very well played. Not easy to judge that, especially with using the rest. Tom was looking at the potting angle there. He might be taking this red on. You can see it clearly pots, but it was never going to be easy. And he hasn't got away with it.
One.
So the black will put him 38 in front with 35 on. A tense frame this. Chances on both sides. Ford really rolled the dice there. It didn't work.
8. 9.
Even that didn't really go in clean, but he's potted it, so he's going to be a frame from victory, but he's being pushed here tonight, Trump. Quite a bit's gone wrong from his perspective, but
40.
Just needs to focus now on the next frame. Forget about all that.
60. 19. 20. 23. $28. $34 on frame.
Very interesting frame. They each had chances. In the end, it's gone to Judd Trump. So he's back in front, needing one for victory.
Much too thick a contact, but the brown might have just come to his rescue here. Awkward queuing. Yeah, just hang on, where's the red going? Oh, right over the pocket. And Tom counted himself a little bit fortunate there. It was a poor safety shot. So still work to do. 19 ahead. He's going to need at least 3 of these reds. You often hear people say, don't move a red off a red, but it's the only shot Tom's got here. Pot this red, move the other red nearest the right middle. Oh, he's gone behind it. You can't believe what's happening out there. But again, it's a favourable kiss, so it might not be the end of this little contribution from Tom. Tom left himself the double.
11.
You know, Tom, very accomplished pool player, as well as a top snooker player. I fancy getting this one. Yeah, no problem. Well, expecting to get that. One of the better doublers on the tour is Tom Ford. So this pink to leave Judd Trump needing snookers.
$18.
Another double is it. Just stays out, so there is a chance for Trump.
Tom Ford, 18.
But as I say, he needs a snooker. Otherwise, we're into a decider.
One. Six. 8. Judd Trump, 8.
Nice shot from Judd. Not always easy to judge the one cushions. You would expect someone of Tom's class to hit this, but I'll say it's not a formality. Well, he wasn't even close, and now what he does want to do is hit the black. Oh,
Judd Trump,
that's
7.
couldn't have gone any worse for Tom. The only saving grace is that he's put the black on the side cushion. The reason it was bad news for Tom was because Judd needed a snooker to tie, but having hit the black, he can now win. Like I say, if you're looking for a positive, if you're Tom Ford fans, he's pushed the black safe.
Sort of 1 out of 3 for him, really, was getting the black safe.
I don't think you can actually do anything but take this green on. Yeah, that was horrible. Very limited to choices available there, where Tom left the green. Yeah, you feel it's going to be very difficult now for Tom to get over the line in this frame. Yeah, just looking further down the line in this frame now, should Judd get the chance. Where the pink's gone, it's in a favourable position. To either just get in behind the black.
But he's left the green on. All that Ford needs to get back to the snooker's required stage. Longest frame of the match, this. Very dramatic frame. Very dramatic match, full stop.
7.
We've got one more frame. Can Tom Ford follow up his victory over John Higgins, who won over Judd Trump? Doesn't come any tougher, does it, than that?
12.
So we're going all the way.
18 frame.
Tom Ford wins
Tom Ford.
the 6th frame. Judd Trump, the defending champion, under pressure here.
Thank you, the deciding frame. Judd Trump to break.
Well, let's see. Judd Trump's going to break. Can he survive into the quarterfinals, or will his title defence come to an end after this frame?
First chance to Tom. Yeah, sort of read top players of today expect to knock in more times than not. Hasn't left anything, so.
Oh, that's brilliant.
1.
Well, I said he hadn't left anything, but how do you defend against that? What a wonderful pot. Can that be the red Judd needs just to spark him into life in this decider? He's followed it up with a lovely shot on the yellow.
Game. But his best game is this, is to knock in great balls, attack, try and kill the frame off in one visit. And you'd much rather
4.
do that than be, 6 or 7 visits a frame.
11. 12.
Judd doesn't normally hang about in getting the reds open. One more loose red after this one, but I get the feeling
19.
he might be looking for an angle off this next black.
20.
It's not a great pack to go into. Very flat at the bottom there, so he's got to be careful not to screw off the pack, because Kewell could end up on this black cushion if he gets too much into the white. So I would say the pack's not ideal. But what a shot that was. Absolutely fantastic. There's not many players in the game who could actually play that shot. They haven't got enough cue power to play that shot. That was absolutely
27.
superb.
If that doesn't end up on the hot shots on Sunday night, then there's a steward's inquiry. That could win him the match.
28.
Now it's about just keeping things as simple as possible, because this is a great chance.
Yeah, what made that shot so good was that he sort of stunned up into the pack and then screwed through the pack. I don't actually know how he done it. He put 2 lots of spin on there in one shot. Incredible. Oh, and then he's missed that.
Judd Trump.
He just can't
36.
believe what's happened this evening. 1 minute he looked absolutely immaculate, and then he's missed that. And what a chance for Tom Ford now. The hard work's been done.
That's just inexplicable, really. Well, he seemed to have done all the hard work. Tom Ford gets an unexpected lifeline.
8. 9.
That red only just went in, but let's look at the pink again from the pocket. He's always heading to that jaw. Very unexpected miss. Well.
Tom Ford.
What
9.
a let-off that is for Trump.
Wow. To be honest, we should really have expected this, because it's been the pattern of the match so far. Just as a player looks comfortable, expect him to go and win the frame, and they throw in an unexpected miss. And that will be painful now for Tom Ford sitting in his chair.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. We shouldn't take anything for granted, but if this is his last shot of the whole
6.
year, then that's a horrible way to end, because there's nothing worse than having had the chance. Your opponent has missed. You've got an unexpected chance. It's been in your hands, and then you miss that. Massive reprieve for Judd Trump.
I'm actually afraid to speak, Dave, in case I cause another mishap somewhere.
Possibly not the best call when Trump was in initially, but he missed the pink. Ford's missed the black. Trump's missed the black now. Wow.
Good trump. 15.
Slightly bridging over the pink, but even so...
Well, it's a nice lead in a decider. And it's not quite so straightforward now. Tom is last at the table. Yes, all the reds do pot if you get nicely on them, but where the black and pink are situated, it's going to make position onto them reds more tricky. Doesn't have to really worry about the scoreboard. 42 behind, he can afford to take low-value colours if he needs to with these reds. But the main thing here for Tom is just not to miss an easy ball. You feel the next one will be the last one.
1. Six.
Yeah, played into an area there to give himself a choice of both reds, but cue ball's probably travelled an inch too far to be perfect on both reds. So I just wonder if Tom will be tempted here. Doesn't have to take this red on, but he'll want to. He knew that was another good chance to get back into this frame. Maybe not win it this visit, but at least get back into it. Good recovery. He's got a nice angle on the blue here. He can pretty much get wherever he wants.
12.
Played that nicely. And again, if he can come bottom cushion first and just play in between red and pink, leave himself many possible shots. Oh, he's got into the cue ball too much here. Well, that's a poor shot from Tom, and you can count himself very lucky to have any kind of shot at this red.
18.
And he's got the pink off the cushion. So it could be a double bonus.
Tom Ford. 80.
Quite a clever shot from Tom there, just trying to nurse the black into play. So the black's not in open play, but it's slightly better than it was. This is a long red. You feel will be very difficult for Tom Ford to refuse. This goes in, gives him a great chance. Oh, great shot. One shot. Sorry. Could it all come down to the black? A lot of pressure balls to pot between now and then, but you would expect Tom to at least get that far. Simple equation then for Tom Ford.
7.
Pot the 6 remaining colours, and you're into the quarter-final.
9.
Trump had 2 good chances. I mean, obviously the split he got initially, Mr. Pink, then he missed a black when he was in again.
$16.
We've said already how Tom Ford, how good he is at doubles.
21.
Yeah. Ideally, he'd like to just leave a simple cannon here. Doesn't have to hit this too hard. Just get cushioned before the black. You would expect him definitely to have a shot on it somewhere.
27.
Well, it's been an emotional roller coaster for both of them. Trump led 2-0. He had chances to win the decider. It's in the hands of Tom Ford. He needs this black, and he follows up a win over John Higgins with 1 over Judd Trump. And in it goes. The defending champion is out. He'll look back on a couple of key mistakes in the deciding frame. In the end, Tom Ford held his nerve really well to close it out, and his journey through this World Grand Prix continues. He beats Judd Trump 4-3, the defending champion, knocked out in round 2.